Hello everybody, my name is Kind Cruelty and welcome to another Stella Sora video. In this video for Stella Sora, we will be going over the top 3 units we need in the game right now. Now, this would have been a top 4, but we got Shia, which was one unit we actually really needed. And she's been really strong, so we do need these 3 units right now. To start things off, we will start it with my second favorite element in the game, Ignis. The Ignis team goes as follows. It's usually Amber as the main, Chixia, and then Flora as the support. We really need a vanguard for fire. Like, that is one of the things we really need. And this is not any shade to Amber in any way. If you know, when you've been watching my basically account or anything, you know I really do appreciate Amber, especially with the skill that allows her to trigger her main skill twice. She deals some immense damage, and I'm really a fan of her second AoE build, right? The one that has fireworks that explodes, all that. It's a really nice build, and I actually do like it. But I do understand that she has her shortcomings. Yes, she has survivability issues, but she has the range to sort of counter it. But it's usually a really uncomfortable gameplay mode, in the sense that you're struggling to survive. You can feel the need of survivability. So although she is one of the greatest supports in the game, because I really do appreciate the build for Chixia, I like this dragon support build. You pair that up with the Sigil Unleashed, which increases all Ignis damage, and she really turns into a really great damage dealer, to be honest. So if you are not familiar with the build, this one increases the Crimson Dragon's attack and gives additional summons. And then this one, when you have more than one summon, gives the minions attack speed and basically attack, right? But then this is the one that enables the team. So you want, I actually don't use this one, weirdly enough. I use Ink Sigil Ambush because this one increases friendly units attack. So they have a really great build which increases the Ignis damage and increases the attack, and then you get the rest being the dragons, the serpents. This enables the fire team to deal so much just because Chixia is on the field and has summoned her serpents. Really great build, really great unit, and Flora, really great support, but the team is lacking a main damage dealer. The team really suffers from not having a great damage dealer in the team. Now, that's enough for the Ignis team. Another team that I believe really is suffering is the Umbra team. The Umbra team has a really great support in the way of Cosette, because Cosette is a really great support with the way that increases, like, she has this whole claw-like gameplay. I believe she should be a main damage dealer in the way that actually she works, but she has a really great mark. This is the one, the Dark Mirage, where she inflicts the Umbra mark to a target and increases the squad mate's attack by 5%. So really great survival, really great usefulness, and she also increases Umbra damage taken by enemies. So she's a really great support. You mix that in with Mystique, who deals so much damage. In fact, she has a build that is purely focused, a support build purely focused on increasing her own damage. Yes, this one does have a bit, or is it this one? Yes, this one does have some marking abilities, trending lock and all that. But if you read through her skills, very few of them are actually supportive skills. All of them are increasing her damage. So we have a really good damage versatile unit right here that we have, and a really good support that increases the damage, but we're lacking that on-field damage dealer that's gonna deal a majority of the damage. As Caramel, although she plays a similar role to Amber in that team, she falls behind in terms of damage to Mystique. So we have a situation where the main damage dealer isn't dealing as much damage as the unit that they're supposed to be supporting. Now, we all know that shouldn't be the case. Main damage dealers should, they should carry the team. They should carry what's the word I'm looking for? The main teams, the bulk of the team's damage should be dealt by the damage dealer. So when it comes to Fire and Umbra, that's where they are lacking. They are lacking a 5-star damage dealer. Now, that's enough about damage dealers. We're now in the third team. The third team might actually surprise you. third team. For me, the team that requires a new unit the most, the third team, would be the Ventas team. Now we have a really great Vanguard by the way of Nanoha. Nanoha is a really great Vanguard. She has the range to keep her alive. She has the AoE. She's really good. She has flowers. It's up to you if you go for the auto attack build or if you go for the skill build, but it's up to you which one you go for. But you know, she has some really good AoE, some really good survivability with the range and attack. What's the word I'm looking for? She attacks quite frequently. She has really great attack speed. I'm a fan of this one. I'm a really good fan of Blossom Shower when casting the skills, the clones fire, returning sunflower shurikens, each dealing 360. It looks like a lot's going on and it looks like it deals a lot of damage. But then if you do go, you can go for the main build one. Basically it increases the attack speed. This is the auto attack build. This one, people are a fan of the auto attack build, although many do mention that it does lack AoE. In the sense that you can feel the lack of AoE in that build as opposed to the second build. But Nano has a really great Vanguard, right? But she's lacking in support. The only great support that she has is Anne. Now Anne is a great support. I did use her for some time. In fact, I'm going to be using her for my Terra team because I'm lacking Ridge. She has some great skills, right? That boost a lot of attack. She boosts a lot of attack, and attack in this game is actually really great. She has a wind barrier which increases survivability if you pass through it. She's a great unit. She's a great unit that increases Ventus damage dealt by a random ally by an additional 39%. She's good. She has great supportive abilities. She has shielding abilities. She is a good support. But the only problem is I feel like she's the only good Ventus support. Right? Ventus does not have a really great support otherwise because Noya is a Vanguard. Noya is a Vanguard, so you're better off playing another support, being Canis. Where is she? I feel like this is where the Ventus team lacks the most. This is where the Ventus team lacks the very most. Because although she's a she's a support. The only skill that I know that she increases Ventus damage or increases the attack of the teammate for a build 1, for example, this is the skill, the structured analysis. This one does increase Ventus damage taken, and I hate how her her ultimate is prone to missing, but we're not gonna go for that right now. So this is what you'll be looking for, the build that I believe usually is her best, the melee AoE build, because it increases the Ventus damage taken by 20%, as opposed to this one, which increases her own damage, because she's not there to deal more damage. So this one, when in full speed, increases her subsequent skill damage. We are not there for her to deal damage, right? We're there for her to basically support the main tracker, which is basically what Storm's expansion does. But you will be getting conclusion analysis and structure analysis, and then you can get this one, but this one increases her own attack. So I feel like this is where the Ventus team does lack, because I feel like at this point it should be getting a versatile unit that is dealing damage, because we already have such a great attack buffer, survivability unit in Anne, that Canis should not be doing the exact same thing. Canis should be focusing on damage support. Now I don't know how Noya does as the sort of supporter, right? The damage support. I do not know her skill. I'll be honest with that. I do not know her support build. So I'm not even gonna go through it. But then she does have a mark there in the way that I see it. But the Ventus team is lacking a damage support. They are lacking their Mystique. They are lacking their Chixia. They are lacking their Minova, right? They are lacking their Nazuna. That team is lacking. They are lacking their Frisia. If you see, every other team has a great versatile unit, but the grass team, the Ventus team, is lacking a Ventus versatile unit. We really need that. And those are the top 3 units we really need right now. We need a Vanguard Ignis, we need a Vanguard Umbra, and we need a versatile Ventus. With those 3, I feel like each team could feel strong and be complete, and then we can sort of fill in the 5 stars where it's missing, like give the Lux team its final 5 star, give the Umbra team its final 5 star, give the Ignis team, its final 5-star, also the Terra, you know, if you get what I mean. But for now, these ones I feel like they're missing on a more, it's a bigger scale. It's felt, you can feel that something is missing in these teams that I've brought up today. And that is it for the video. For more content like this, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.